What's up, y'all? B Marsh Boxing back at it once again. With another boxing video. So Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is arguably the fighter of the year this year. 2020 what? 2020. He's arguably, I'm gonna do end of the year awards definitely before 2020 is over, you know what I mean? You check it. Before 2020 is over, and I'm probably gonna have to do that. Um Like when the new year starts, you know what I mean? Because you got to consider the cards over there in Japan on New Year's, you know what I mean? On the 30th and the 31st. You got to consider those fights too. I can't make a top, you know, 2020 year awards for fighters, coaches, all the above, all the awards. I can't do that till I see them fights that happen in Japan annually, every December 30th and the 31st. You know what I'm saying? How could I do that? You might get the knockout of the year on December 31st, but you already done your video on Christmas Eve. You check it? So, nah, Slim, I can't do that. So, Teofimo Lopez is arguably the fighter of the year. You know what I'm saying? No question about it. Now this is a year 2020, a COVID year. A lot of guys been in the ring only once. You know what I'm saying? But not guys like Clay Collard. You know what I mean? Clay Collard is definitely the fighter of the year when it came to the bubble over there on ESPN. You know what I mean? When ESPN Top Rank first brought boxing back on the map this COVID year. But Teofimo Lopez did himself well, man. Pat on the shoulder. Give him a round of applause. You know what I mean? The man beat Lomachenko. A lot of people ain't see that coming. I thought he could. I picked Lomachenko to beat him, but I put my money on Teofimo Lopez, and guess what? I got paid. Absolutely got paid. You know what I'm saying? Turned $10 into $210. You know what I'm saying? So that so I've definitely had faith in the man Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? And I got that bet on points. So I had the faith that, yes, Lomachenko's a master boxer, but I had the faith that the man Lomachenko could still win a points decision, and that's exactly what he did. Wide. Now, I didn't think it'd be as wide as it was, but at the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez did well for himself. But Teofimo Lopez, I've seen a lot of people on these YouTube streets. They've been caping for the man. Now, maybe it's because they initially predicted that the man Teofimo Lopez will beat Lomachenko. Now, kudos to you. If you see that coming, hopefully you put some money on it. You know what I mean? If you had faith so much in your prediction that he will beat Lomachenko, props to you. But like I said, hopefully you put some money. Hopefully you cashed out on it. Lord knows I did. You heard? Now, a lot of people are basically they giving him mad props. Say, oh, he beat two back-to-back world champions, took straps off of him, and he gets all the props in the world. He beat Comey, an IBF champ. He beat Lomachenko for how many straps? For two other straps, right? What was it? Lomachenko had WBO, WBA, and the franchise belt, which we don't consider if we're real boxing fans. And that's the point of this video. Max Kellerman interviewed the man Teofimo Lopez the day after, or was it the Monday after the fight? And he was basically encouraging that man to duck Devin Haney. Like, you don't need Devin Haney. You done everything. You beat the man. You got all the straps, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't believe I heard the man Devin Haney say that. I'm sorry, I'm Max Kellerman. And this is one thing we got to get away from boxing as boxing fans, talking nut-ass shit. Anthony Joshua is not the king of the heavyweight division. Teofimo Lopez has not cleaned out the lightweight division. Errol Spence is not the king of the welterweight division. Last I checked, to be a king or have cleaned up a division, that means you done cleaned up all the straps. You beat everybody. You know what I mean? You check it. Just like Andre Ward. People said, "Oh, he don't need to fight." What's that? What's that guy from Canada? Romanian Canadian. What's the man's name? Lucien Bute. Because the man participated in that Super Six tournament, got 2 straps up out of that. You know what I mean? Um, you know, he could have had a WBO strap in that mix too. But guys like Arthur Abraham and Robert Stieglitz, they had like a 4-fight round robin. You know what I mean? So when Arthur Abraham didn't have the WBO 168-pound title, Robert Stieglitz had it, and vice versa. But Stieglitz was not in the tournament, so Ward probably would have had that strap as well if Stieglitz participated in the Super Six, but Lucien Bute did not. And with that being said, Andre Ward did not clean out the super middleweight division. You know what I'm saying? He sat on them 2 straps, WBA and the WBC, for a long time after that tournament and wasn't really active. You know what I mean? And he let Carl Froch steal his thunder. You know? The man Ward beat Carl Froch in the Super Six what do you call it? The Super Six finale, and took and then the man what he had? Froch had the WBC, and then the man now Froch has no strap. Froch fights Lucien Bute. Lucien Bute comes over there to England. Froch stops him in like 4 to 5 rounds. Then he's a world champion again in his next fight after losing a world title to Andre Ward. And the man, Carl Froch, stole Andre Ward's thunder. You know what I'm saying? And Andre Ward was never quite as popular as the man Carl Froch was after Carl Froch demolished Lucien Bute. You know what I mean? So Teofimo Lopez is in the same realm. He ain't clean out the division. He has one man. He still has to see the man Devin Haney. He has to. And you see me, B-Marsh Boxing. I'm not caping for Teofimo Lopez. I'm not caping for no Devin Haney. Bob Arum and them are trying to say, protect this man Teofimo Lopez, and they protected him. And it's not because I think that Teofimo Lopez will lose to Devin Haney. I don't care who wins or loses that fight. But that fight has to be done at lightweight to have an exclamation mark, to basically say, okay, this man is the undisputed guy. Yes, Lomachenko as well. He had how many straps? 3 straps. Was he the king of the division? Did he clean out the division? No. So what makes y'all think Teofimo Lopez has cleaned out the division? You know what it's going to come down to, right? People are going to say Lomachenko was just overrated. My mans was telling me that. Not no YouTube nigga, man. My mans we was talking with the other day. Boxing, real talk, face to face, eye to eye. You know what I mean? Not with these YouTube fellas, you know what I'm saying? You check it out, So the man, Teofimo Lopez, they're going to say that the man beat an old man who was overrated, an old man who was smaller at the weight class than Teofimo Lopez. They're going to make up all these type of excuses. Then what are they going to say? This man is ducking smoke with the guy, his age mate, a guy that, his peer, you know what I mean? A guy that they came up at the same time, you know what I'm saying? That's what the narrative's going to be. And I'm not going to blame nobody for saying that. I'm not going to be like, come on. Nope, that's what I'm not going to do. Because if y'all recommending, as including Max Kellerman and the ESPN, that the man doesn't have to see, Teofimo doesn't have to see Devin Haney to finish the puzzle or become undisputed and grab that WBC strap, then you guys are what's wrong with boxing. And that's what's going to happen. Teofimo Lopez ain't going to get no credit for beating Lomachenko. They're going to say he's an old man. Dude wasn't all that. And that's just the truth of the matter. They're going to go through Lomachenko's resume with the fine comb. What's his biggest win? They're going to say, oh, Gary Russell. Okay, Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna say maybe Guillermo Rigondeaux. Then somebody will say, "Oh, Guillermo Rigondeaux, the man who was old." You know how they say, "Oh, he's a Cuban fighter. His name, not even his age, it doesn't reflect what he really is on paper. He's older in real life. Oh, he came up 2 weight classes. He's really a 122 pounder. Look at him now, campaigning at bantamweight. Had to come all the way to 130 because Lomachenko didn't want to fight him at a catch weight of 124 or 126 prior to that." I'm saying, so that's what they're gonna say. And everybody has a right to their opinion, and everybody has a right to, you know, display how they really feel about stuff. And Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, man, the train don't stop just because you beat two fighters in their 30s back to back, and Richard Comey and Lomachenko. Great victories, by the way. Excellent victories. I told y'all, he's probably the fighter of the year. You know what I'm saying? But you must see Devin Haney. Now, if Devin Haney, this is the thing about boxing, man. They say so-and-so ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't proven. He ain't done shit. So that actually means he's not all that. If he's not all that, then Teofimo Lopez, who's quote-unquote proven, should go in there and snatch off that WBC what's the guy's name? Devin Haney's shoulder. You know what I mean? Prove us wrong. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney's been over there with DAZN and Matchroom Boxing. They're not doing nothing really great for his career as far as, putting him on the scene and making him a valuable commodity as far as fighters want to fight. Not even Ryan Garcia, the guy on the same app, same network. He don't want no smoke with that man. For one, it's because who is this guy? Look, he don't want his WBC belt. Ryan Garcia is pretty comfortable and complacent walking around with the WBC replica belt that he bought off of eBay. You know what I mean? You check it. And the same goes for Teofimo Lopez. He's rocking around with the WBC replica belt that he got off of eBay. You know what I mean? Because the franchise title, I don't know where y'all from. Where I'm from, we don't consider that shit. Who's ranked? Who's ranked in the top 10 in the franchise for the franchise belt? Right. Yeah. That's what we don't consider. It's just as invaluable as a WBC Diamond Belt, WBC Intercontinental, whatever the F else WBC tries to bestow upon boxers and tell the boxing fans that this guy is a WBC Diamond Champion. You check it. So, Teofimo Lopez, that's going to be the narrative, my G. And if you think you're the man at lightweight, the man who, you know what I mean, then you must see that guy. You got to see the guy so you could finish the puzzle of having the WBC belt, WBA, IBF, and WBO. You're just one fight away. If Devin Haney can't crack an egg, if Devin Haney's not what people claim he is, then it's only right. Teofimo Lopez, go see that man. For whatever it is, you want to get that strap? Look, Anthony Joshua and them paid $5 million to Charles Martin to get his IBF strap. Well done. Great play on their part, you know what I mean? Because that actually started the snowball of Anthony Joshua collecting trinkets, you know what I mean? You check it. And they got to just pay the man Devin Haney. Devin Haney makes at least $1 million per fight. You know what I mean? Give him an offer that's worthwhile. And let's see this fight happen, because that's one of the best fights to be made at lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants Ryan Garcia. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. And Devin Haney has more right to fight that guy because they fight on the same app. Tank Davis ain't mentioned nothing about Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, but at the end of the day, this video ain't about Tank Davis. This is about Teofimo Lopez and what the narrative will be if you don't go see this man, Devin Haney. You got to capture that WBC title. And all those people, commentators, YouTubers, who are saying that the man doesn't need to fight Devin Haney and he's cleaned out the division, he's the king of the division. How is he the king of the division? He ain't even fighting no Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, Devin Haney. etc. Luke Campbell, all these guys, you know what I mean? And that's what I've been hearing lately on these YouTube streets, guys claiming so-and-so is the king of the division. Because now if you want to say the number one in the division, yeah, the number one. But if everybody knows, or if you don't know, there's the number 1 through 10. And then at the very top, there's the champion, the lineal, the guy everybody has to see. And Teofimo Lopez is not that guy yet. You know what I'm saying? Now, Ring Magazine might have given him a Ring Magazine title, but is he lineal? No. Last time we had a lineal at 135, it was not Tank Davis, it was Bud Crawford. Is Errol Spence the lineal at 147? No. Not even close. Still needs 2 belts to capture. Is he the number 1 fighter at 147? Yeah, sure enough he is. I think he's beat the best fighters at 147, you know? But he still has stuff to do. He still got work to do, and that goes for Teofimo Lopez and everybody out there. If you ain't got a lineal strap, fuck that Ring Magazine belt, because Ring Magazine came in the game in 2002, and they fucked the game up when they gave Roy Jones a Ring Magazine belt when in 2002 when Darius Bichakowski was the lineal from 1996 till 2003. You know, and that's actually confusing the fight fans. It's making it divisive. So somebody, when we having arguments or debates, let's call it debates, not arguments, man. People gonna say the man is the Ring Magazine champ. Then somebody will say, well, he ain't lineal. Then they gonna say, oh, Ring, you know, it's gonna be a whole clusterfuck of nonsense. And some people are enabling it, especially Max Kellerman. These people out here who talk about he beat Coleman and Lomachenko. He ain't got to do nothing else. What you mean? He got to fight his peers. Go look at how old Wilfredo Benitez and Ray Leonard were when they first fought. These guys were not even 22, 23 years old. I'm trying to tell you, Mo. They weren't even 22, 23 years old. Look at when Ray Leonard fought Tommy Hearns. These guys were not even 23, 24. You check it. Yes, Teofimo Lopez beat a 33 plus, a guy who he had a 9-10 year age advantage. You know what I mean? Anybody else, they're going to discredit. You check it. When Canoli lost to the man Floyd Mayweather, and Canoli had a 13-year age advantage on Floyd Mayweather, they tried to say Canoli's too young. You know what I'm saying? And that's what boxing fans do. They make excuses for the guy they like. And I'm not going to call them boxing fans. Let me take that back. Fanboys. That's what fanboys do. They only give props to the guy they like, and they're going to throw hurdles and move the goalpost for people they don't like, you know? So Teofimo Lopez, what he did as far as beating Lomachenko was very exciting. I was so happy somebody finally dethroned the man Lomachenko, you know what I mean? You check it. And that's also another video that I might have to make is, was Lomachenko really overrated? We can go through his resume with the fine comb. You know, a lot of guys he did beat had been knocked out or beat before. Linares, who was up on my card by a round or 2 by the time he got stopped in the, was it the 10th? Okay. Roman Rocky Martinez. We're not even going to go there. You know what I'm saying? You know, okay, yeah. Something else came to my mind. I'm going to keep that to myself because y'all going to probably see it on a video. Who else did he beat? Nicholas Walters. You know, there's a lot of fighters on his resume. Anthony Crolla. Who are these guys? You know what I'm saying? So when I was talking with my man and he said, you know, the truth of the matter is, you know, the guy was overrated. And I couldn't even argue with them. So be Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think. You think Teofimo Lopez could sit on his laurels and just be chill and act like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, the best thing since pants with pockets, because he beat the man Teofimo Lomachenko, and he don't got to see his peers? Or does he have to go see the man Devin Haney to really be given credit that he's undisputed and the man to beat, the lineal, at 135 pounds? Be Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments, and we out of here. Peace.